The collection of poetry which I have compiled is entitled Solemn, a poetic journey through faith and depression. The work, spanning over 10 years, examines the impacts of bipolar disorder, its extremes, contradictions, and cyclical nature. The effect of both subtle and overt bullying in the teen years is another current that is examined. The writing also shows a life-changing relationship with faith that the illness has been a catalyst in shaping. There are different phases and tones to the writing, but it's not a completely linear or static construct. A motivation to publish this collection is to share my experience with those who can relate. It is also to increase understanding with those who cannot relate directly. March 22nd, 2000. There once lived a boy who was quiet and serious in demeanor. He always had ambitions to achieve more, but never understood what for. He was quickly introduced to the external battle which takes place on this earth, and one internal was given birth. Torn between what he was and what he wished to be, he was put in a situation of doubt and longing. Seeing himself through the eyes of being compared to those around him, all which was good and just was unveiled to be nothing more than lies. The irony of the situation is that if the sun arose tomorrow and all these things elusive to his reach became his, he would probably realize they were illusions of supposed contentment. The truth of the matter is that even among all the superficial pleasures this life has to offer, when the silent calm of darkness overtakes him, he is alone. Is he destined to be alone? He cannot bring himself to become who he wants to be, for he is deeply conflicted. Another day is coming to an end, and the struggle continues. Oh, I'm smiling now and the sun's appeared. Suddenly the records of years of turbulence are speared. So I'm back to school with an iron rule, and no one questions why I fail like a fool. The reality is I'm still in recession. If you push too hard or soon, yet again we'll see depression. How can I live up to your standard of life, when even my own bear a burden, which is drawing fear like blood from a knife? So you ask the question of what more could you want? Your life seems normal and reinforced in bold font. But like an economy of boom and bust, you'll see the flip side of the coin because you must. I make no apologies for making you hear. Maybe if you would listen, you would know my fear. Existing or imagined, for me it is true. We turn away from what we'd rather not see. We isolate masses and let them be. I'm the outcast if the mainstream is you, but I'd rather no visits if smiling is what you want me to do. Poetic Canyon. Fearless abandon into a poetic canyon, grand allusions to even grander companions. A format fiddler, a lexicon of language both foreign and familiar. Rhymes that are composed of magnificent prose, from abstract to specific until they meld into a code. An outlet for the inward that gets lost in translation. Words describe feelings. Feelings can be struck by words. In a transitory life, there is an illusion of limitless ceilings. The undoing of civilization is the deterioration of community dealings. A global village, based on the existing ones being raped and pillaged, cannot be discounted as metaphor alone. A poet's assertion is to be interpreted with discretion, for he may aim for both style and substance and find he's lacking in both. Exploring thought, showcasing its developing plot, expanding horizons, or having it all come to naught. Colloquial language, slang of the average, trilingual advantage, slipping from noble to savage. mathematician of words, striker of chords, breaker of molds, built like an army of ants, busily building enchants. Momentum from the bustling of a momentary phantom, deciphering variances the size of an atom. Fun with the words, a separation from the herds, change that is good, but does not compromise on the truth in which the mind, body, and soul concurs. Little boy, so innocent and true, how I wish I could still be you. Your whole life still lies up ahead, and so far you have nothing to dread. Untainted with reality, clueless as to what it really might be. You're carefree and alive, seeing the world through a child's eyes. I was once so like you, thinking it all to be an adventure too, until I realized the big deception. This world didn't fit my grand perception. I don't want to scare you, but rather forewarn you. Enjoy your moments as they pass, for unfair as it may seem, not all little boys fulfill their dreams. Angelic light. Angelic light in the still of night, a shiver, a gust of wind, a presence of the heavenly the soul innately senses. Gliding majestically are shadows unaccounted for, a dimension of faith transcending the rational. The secrets of the unseen are veiled by a protective screen. For just a glimpse of its reflection, you could almost die from witnessing its perfection. Early depression. Why would God make me want to die? Why shouldn't I hate? Why shouldn't I lose faith? Why shouldn't I end my misery? Who really cares? I'm sick of being part of this cosmic joke. What is going to happen? I go to hell? It's not a very far trip. Bullying. You are a beast who comes in numbers, collectively calculating the demise of men. I escape with the pen. You keep giving me reasons to grieve. I constantly search a reprieve. My thoughts testify to a torrid past, memories that linger, anguish that last. Sleep overcomes my soul in unnatural duration. My wits are constantly in sedation. They surrounded me and proceeded to taunt and tease, making sure to kick and trample my spirit before they would leave. Physically I have left, but my spirit has too. I hated them, but they were my only friends. Years of torment have warped my present state. I swear I fought, but they came in waves. I wasn't strong enough to calm the tide. There was nowhere to hide. I have not had my revenge. I can't close the chapter until I avenge my honor and my self-respect. Not one of us, they made it clear. They turned the whole world into my fear. They haunt me still, even on safer ground. Recesses of the Mind, writing from 2008. Written already is what I transcribe. It's an exercise of retrieval from the recesses of the mind. Past is present and future is a looking glass. We don't control the variables, but we choose our path.